Okay. Hey, Big Show, how you doing? How you doing? How are you enjoying your punk? Congrats, by the way. What's up, Destroyer? Um, Semi-planned Destroyer, but not like super planned. I always prefer to go with the flow. So today there's plenty of stuff I can break from the plan. Call it more of like a rough outline, but I'm happy to do whatever, talk about whatever. Yeah, absolutely. What do you want me to test, Destroyer? Let's start with that. Well, people are coming in. Thanks, Big Show. Appreciate that. Hey, Lux, how you doing? Telvin, what's good? Bill's Mafia. Yeah, yeah. What do you want to see, Destroyer? Let's do it. I think there'll be a couple of that. Yeah, right on. What's your favorite moveset? What did you end up going with? Are you using the color turn or are you using the multiply? Like, I don't know. I had a hard time trying to decide which I like better in the amount of time I played him. Yeah. Uh, I'm somewhat curious if you're it's a rude question. You don't need to say in the group chat or whatever. I'm somewhat curious how much energy that cost you. I would be definitely curious about that. If you don't feel like saying it in the group chat, you could DM me, but also if you feel like that's not cool, feel free not to. I have my estimations, but you know, Powerhouse Austin, and what's the difference between Titan Sheriff and Titan Lyra plate? And the new plate with blasts and multiplies. Yeah, I can run all three of those. I'm pretty sure Titan Sheriff is going to win. Fairly certain Destroyer, but I can run all three of those. Tell her turn for this weekend because already using multi guys. That makes sense. I did not, Chris Aru. I cracked a Monster Ultra Red. Greetings from Chile. All right, at least welcome in. Probably won't. Just no. In fact, I doubt it will because it won't pick up any of the buffed reds. You would need. Yeah, it won't. It just doesn't. But I'll run it for you so you can see how much worse it is. The blast plate is like pretty bad. Oops, not that button. In my opinion. So let's. We can do that. Chris Aru, how you doing? What's up, Beatrice? You know, yeet. Hey, Jack Stack. Great J-Man. Hey, what's good? Wet Knife, how are you? Thanks, Wet Knife. Appreciate it. It's been really good for me. Um, Steven Randall, how you doing? My day's going really well. You got May Young? Congrats. Austin is best with Titan Red Royal Rumble. Correct, but that's not what he's asking. But yes, Telvin, that is correct. Want to get one of those plates? I have no idea what to get with that stuff. Which plates? Where, Destroyer? Eagles, what's up? And Fry Guy, what's up? We'll there's a couple. I know Chris Aru is gonna want to see some testing too, so there's a couple to test. But as far as Austin goes, it's pretty easy. Titan, I'm 99% sure is gonna win. The red one doesn't. Also Destroyer. Are you talking new prize wall? Are you talking 2 moves or 3 red moves? Because if it's 2 red moves, I mean, I can already tell you I don't need to test it, but it actually just the sheriff's badge works better with in every case because I had the red and tried it on him, didn't like it. You're talking the Valkyrie plate. 3, I didn't try with 3, so with 3 the Lyra plate could be better. What's up, Rusty? How you doing? You're doing mental gymnastics about the pearl wall. So which one? Purple and yellow rumble. Oh, congrats, dude. Yellow's awesome. Professor's here too? Wait, I didn't see Professor. What's up, Matt? Oh, there he is. I'm here for only a short time. I got kids. How are you, Professor? Mac, what's up? Patty cakes. You got the purple and the yellow. Nice. That's honestly the quantity you got is pretty good. I would say Pat, but I know you wanted stars to see stars come up. Unload dishes. You stream in after me, Professor, so we can raid you. And if so, are you giving stuff away? Just go ahead and pin it if you are. I'm G with that. Did you miss the giveaway? Yes. Alright. So you must be talking. Are you talking about this prize wall? You want to know if you should get a sheriff's badge from this one, or are you talking about the Pearl prize wall, Destroyer, or both? You don't want this plate. I'll tell you that right now. This is probably the worst plate in the pearls that you could possibly choose. Don't take 1.1k for the blast off again. Don't do that. Yes, giveaway, mosh pit. Okay, cool. So don't do that. Do anything but that, in my opinion. If anyone disagrees, feel free to throw it out there. I think this is probably the worst of all of the anniversary plates. At the moment. At the moment, let me clarify. Zombie LA Night Gear Trap, I think so. I don't think it's even kind of worth it. I would much rather have a plate that I can use on a bunch of people, Rusty. One True King, I hate you. Chemical X is awesome on a couple people. I really like it on Striker Dom, and I really like it on Zombie Punk. Really, really good on them. Really good on them. Purple, yellow, red Rumbles, 2 Sheriff's Badge, 2 LA Bites, Bianca Plate, X Anniversary. That's kind of crazy, Pat. So this has the most landing plates, but a lot of people don't like... That's a lot of plates, Pat. Holy crap. A lot of plates. This is a really has a ton of good spots, but it depends. Trap guys are usually a little bit slower. This only has a few good spots, but it's really fun. I want this one, but it's not as good. Awesome, Pat. I hate this one. Chemical X is really good on the couple people it's really good on. Bill's Mafia, it's not good on anyone. The blasting off again that I know of. I think it's the worst of all of the anniversary plates, I think. Especially for the price. I didn't find anyone I actually liked it on. It's fine on Alive Powerhouse Cody, yes, one true. You can use it on him. That's fine. Leech Plate any good? On Striker Austin it is. You got some of the moments to go with it, Rusty. With Austin, Striker Austin, it's really good on Austin. But I don't know that it goes to the next tier. And leeches usually suck. So, you know, this has by far the most spots. It basically makes Julius like he was before he got nerfed. And you only have to do 2 clicks. And then it's good on a ton of trap people. Like, name a trap person, it's pretty much good on them. Yeah, Leech is just weird pricing. So is the Blast Plate. They both have, like, one basic use, really. So, this one is really good on Turtle Ray, for example. I'm still salty about that nerf. Yeah, for sure. Chemical X, like I said, has a couple. Death Row, I mean, like, basically, probably any of the row break Wyatt 6, if you're using him row breaks, is probably decent. But I didn't really mess with that one much. Botch Slapped is almost no one, and Total Silence is very limited. I'm still salty about every nerf, so, I mean, like, my favorite 2 are these 2, and then Death Row was underwhelming, okay. My favorite would be these 3, right? This one, and this one would be the best 3, I would say. Although limited usage on these 2, but also likely to be good in the future, because typically these ones are blowing up the board. Botch Power, yeah. Botch one is fine for, like, Naomi, and works really well on Striker Naomi, so really cheap in one really good spot. And it's really good on Striker Naomi if you don't ever gear. Otherwise, if you ever gear, just 2-clicker, you know? Hey, Corey, what's good, man? Total Silence you can use on a few people. Hey, Slim, what's up? Did I miss anyone else coming in? I think that's about it. But yeah, this one is basically just a live Cody, Powerhouse Cody, alive. Have to, you know, clarify. So there's that. I'm not really crazy about the strap pricing. LA Knight gear, zombie. So the Zombie LA Knight doesn't really need to hit harder. He hits plenty hard enough. He just is kind of slow. Animation's kind of slow. Sometimes some of the other movesets kind of clicky. So like I don't really care for the gear here. So I would say yes, Rusty, it is a trap. I would go with, if you don't have like the anniversary plates, that's probably where I would go. Just because you can use plates on so many people. And yeah, the 150s, because the zombies are all modern for the most, these seem like kind of a waste. Although the Bailey one is tempting the most to me, I would say. I'd say the Bailey move damage one is the most tempting to me, but that over a plate is a tough sell because plates are kind of good forever because you can just move them around. Oh, thank you, Mule. Appreciate that, buddy. How you doing? Was very excited to get that. So, I mean, that's kind of my rough breakdown on it. But if you have like specific targets, it's not bad, you know? Crossbreak is mostly Turtle Ray, for this plate. Mostly Turtle Ray. Big one for that. I have two and I don't really use the second one. We don't talk about Zombie Austin. I just use one on Turtle Ray right now. You could use it to... It's not quite good enough. Legend Roman is probably not quite good enough to make it work. Maybe you could do Legend Roman with it and a Red Royal Rumble, but like, you know, that's probably kind of pushing it, to be honest. Yeah, you know? Why can't we talk about Zeustin? Because he's slow and old and terrible. You can talk about him if you want, but he's not good. Eagles is just trolling me. What's up, Noah? How you doing, bud? Oh, this monster is hitting hard today. Really good. Yum, yum, yum. I love the Ultra Red monster. The Austin is Pawpaw. So yeah, Destroyer, of the scenarios you gave me, for sure. I mean, I've played all of them except trying the 3 reds, so let's try that one. But you definitely want the Titan. But I will try the triple red Austin for you to see if that extra red gets where he needs to be over the Sheriff's Badge. I mean, she could, but Sonya's move charge is kind of high, and she's also choosy. So, like, the only reason really you would run Sonya is if you don't have Bailey and you don't have Naya. So I mean, like, you can basically, you can put these plates and get some usage on them onto other people, but, like, she's gonna be not good. Oh, thanks, Corey. Appreciate that. Even if she hits hard enough, because you're having to do too much stuff, you know? She's not ideal, right? Like, with where the game is at, putting a lot into not necessarily ideal people doesn't super make sense to me. Yes, you can do that, though. To answer your question, yes. So the problem we have here, though, is this is going to be really deceptive on how hard he's going to hit for you, because he has both moments, so it's kind of not really worth it. And this is why, unless you have both Destroyer, you know, do you have both moments? Because otherwise, like, it basically screws up all testing for a normal account. That's why I hate this big account. Nope, neither. Yeah, so we can't, it's all going to be worthless. I'd have to, you know what, whatever, I'll do it on my own account. I do not like this big account for a lot of stuff. The moments in particular. I'll eat the plate removal. What size strap do you want to you have for yours? I have 100 on mine. I'll just do it on mine. It's fine. Thanks, Sand. Appreciate it. It's fine. I'll just do it on mine. Otherwise, you're not gonna have a good idea. It's whatever. I got plate removals. It resets in like 7 days. I'm fine. It's the only way you're gonna have a proper idea. Otherwise, you're just, you know, kind of wasting the moments, like, just skew stuff so much. Where's that Valkyrie? It's an ultimate. I have one somewhere. I thought I had two, actually. Yeah, there it is. Perfect. Okay. You have 100% strap on yours, Destroyer? I'm assuming, and you know how hard you hit with the yellow plate? Okay. So, just running it with this will be enough. I don't need to do the Sheriff's Badge equivalent. Yeah? Is that accurate? I'll check. Okay. Perfect. And Entourage? No, I was typing. Because somebody asked me a question on Discord, and I, like, went brain dead. You want them ran this way? I would probably, yeah. Something like that. Oh, no. You're, never mind. Never mind. Hold on. We're using the red move. We are going to go a different route. We're doing this. Hold on. I know what I'm doing for this. Running it this way. Yeah? Yeah. Like this. 4. Yep. 5, 6. This way. Yep. Sorry. Old habits. What up? Let's see if I can not cascade. Scary. Ah! Okay. And then, I mean, do you want to choose and not place? Because you can choose and not place. Do you want me to get that extra 50% or not? Yep, okay. I don't know what you hit with your sheriff's badge, but it's probably somewhat similar-ish. I would imagine. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's kind of a wash between them, depending how you want to run it. You know? Yeah, absolutely, Clay. Those work really well. Nope, not really. No reason to switch. If you do get a Red Royal Rumble, though, I'll show you that. Yeah, they've been showing up a little bit, so it's not like you won't ever get one, I don't think. They've been putting them around. So I feel good about your chances to get one. And then this is of course 2-click, so without JBL. Um you know, 86, so significantly better without the move. You know what I mean? Like, he's really good with the Red Royal Rumble. That's his ticket. What do you mean, Rusty? 100,000 tentacle points a day? Yeah, so if you can get that, that's his ticket for sure. That setup, you know? Moments obviously make him way better, but you know those are limited. So, Rusty, you're talking about? Holy crap! My Minnesotan accent came way out there. Wow, you talking about this guy? What's up, Scon? So 3,000 talent. How you doing, Scon? 3,000 talent times 60 is what? 180k. So, and then there's another 180k there. So that's 360k. Plus, if there's tours. And these are there. I think the blog said like what, 10 days? So 2 more days of those. Nice, Noah. Nice. Gold chest is nice. So at least another 720,000 from those. Blog says there's a zombie showdown tomorrow. Don't know what's in there. For sure, right? So, yeah. This is where I'm sitting currently on stuff. My target would be the punk gear if I get there. I don't know that I will, to be honest. Depends what Showdown looks like. There's some decent stuff in here, for sure. If you get to the mark. My fallback plan is Bailey gear. So. Nice, Noah. Zombie Cody hits pretty hard, so, you know. Yeah. So that's where I'm sitting at right now. All right. So, Destroyer, do you feel satisfied with that? Does that work for you? With Austin? Ba-da-bum-bum. If I said punk, I was talking zombie punk. If you're talking about what I was just talking about, it was zombie punk. Colonel, you here? So I'm guessing the new moment will be 19.99 per day. It looks like it right now, Hutchpa. I don't know. Is the moment in the loot at all, too? You might be able to pull the moment straight out. I don't think so, though. It probably will be only come out during, like, zombie stuff, right? The tokens, I would imagine. So, yeah, either you buy them now, or you probably won't be able to get them until October again, potentially, that moment. Where's the other zombie moment from October? Not the new one, but the October one. Is that anywhere? It could potentially be this weekend's feud prize wall. Who knows? Wouldn't be the first time they sold something and then put it on a prize wall right after. Wouldn't be the first time. Would not. What's up, Cat? Since the natural disaster, would you mark for Zombie Typhoon? Nah, I would not mark for Zombie Typhoon. Trying to think if there is a zombie that I would mark for at this point. And I don't know if there is. I think all of my favorites probably mostly already have a zombie. Mostly. I mean, I guess like zombie APA would be super cool, and I could get behind either of those. Zombie, I would mark for like a zombie Tiffany, right? Definitely not Goldberg. Get out of here with Sarge. Oh, nice, Bills Mafia. Yeah, Scott, absolutely. Go ahead and guess. Why not? You can say whatever you want, man. I hate you, One True. Okay. Fair enough, Scon. Zombie Tony Storm. um I would have loved... Beth Phoenix is my all-time favorite lady wrestler, by the way. If we're tracking ladies in my favorites, Beth Phoenix is number one, so. I'm doing all right, Brother Ray. How are you? Hi, Tiger King. Zombie New Gen, Acro, Seth Rollins. That's hilarious. Zombie New Day? Big E, maybe? Big E, maybe. I'm not so big on Kofi and the other ones. Kofi and Xavier anymore, really. I much prefer Big E. So, yeah. All right, Colonel, you wanted to see Naya, you said? Right? I'm pretty sure. With Punk Plate? Okay. That will not take long. Yeah, no problem. So, and Devon Specs, yep. Has anyone, oops. Has anyone read the Showdown changes actually on the blog? Have you read it? The R71 update with the Showdown changes? Who's actually read it and sort of understands it? And then if you've read it, what do you think? The Showdown changes look great. Okay. What I would love to hear for the people that read it, what you think so far. What's up, Big Fritz? I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about Showdown. So, Chris, we have the same issue here. Although you I think have this moment doesn't really do anything for this. Hot tag looks super fun. That looks super fun. It all depends how it gets implemented. Do you have? I'm pretty sure you also have this one, Chris Rue. Do you have this moment? This is the one that'll impact this more. I like Pretty Deadly a lot. I want them in the game play. I think you... The first one? Okay. So that's just going to add purple gems, which we're making blue. So it's kind of a non-factor. Should not affect your damage. Not like it's going to matter. Yeah, the debuff, if you're not within a similar level, is very interesting. If you don't attack a similar talent. It makes me wonder. That's very interesting. Slower and annoying. It's either going to make it slower and annoying, or it's going to be worthless because you instant kill anyway. It seems... That's why I want to see it in action. We'll just go with that statement. That's why I want to see it in action. Because that could very well be the case. I do like the hot tag thing. The new UI is in the game for Showdown. On the portal, at least. I mean, then I'd have to play on the portal. That's kind of yucky. What's up, Zando? So this is my favorite moveset before the Punk Plate anyway. I was 150. Hey, Zandel, how are you? I mean, we can look at it. I didn't read that part super close. It could be. That sounds annoying. And, like, better would be this. Right here. Gem modifier right here. And I know you have Leo. There you go. 179. You're not going to have any trouble killing people with Naya. Oh, okay, Clay. So you have to keep people similar talent. Interesting. So they want to make it harder for you to win with your bonus people, it sounds like. Yeah. And then you could also, yeah, killing them a lot. Yeah, you should be, she should be fine for the next level if you have the punk plate. It's one of my favorite spots for it. The other one being Devon Dudley. You're like, what? Devon? You already know how Dudley hits though, but since the strap is set up, also, you don't need the plate for Devon to be interesting at acro. If I had already taken mine gold, and have been using him without the plate. Powerhouse isn't that good. You're right. Powerhouse is not that good. And then basically double everything on a showboat, by the way. And he does have a feud moment as well, which adds 5 multiplies, which is quite good. And it's woods. You don't need ding dong here. Mellow. Woods is fine. But Howdy definitely makes a big difference. You don't need Howdy with the punk plate, though. So I'll run it without Howdy, too. But Howdy definitely makes a big difference. Oh, that would be cool, Kat. I don't know, Clay. I'd be down with it. That's 124 million from Devon on a non-showboat. And that's without the moment in feud. So yeah, he's a beast. Yeah, showboat is even crazier. Oh, this doesn't have Nakamura unlocked. Showboat's even crazier, for sure. So yeah, I hope to get the punk plate. It was I wasn't willing to spend what it would have required last week. But this just is kind of insanity on a showboat. It's also bigger multiplies, so we missed a bunch of multiplies too. 216 million on a showboat. Yeah. 500%, a lot on that plate. My feud? So I like the punk plate. Those are two of my favorite spots. I'm not really a big Liv enjoyer. Liv needs the moment that adds a bunch of color turn in J on top of the punk plate to 2-click. Or and I mean like she's good, don't get me wrong, she's good. My lineup that I'm gonna run, are you talking about my lineup not worrying about CSS? Because if I don't worry about CSS, I will for sure be using him. And I will for sure be using R-Truth. And then we'll leave the open spot. Zombies will be Punk. Acrobat. Probably Acrobat will be one of these three. Probably Sean. New Gen is obviously Sammy. The answer is always Sammy for everything. Open is 100% gonna be him. And Ilya or Mercy, they're interchangeable. In fact, I prefer run both of them. It'll probably look something like this or this. But if I'm gonna mark, it would look like this. No, I did not get the October moment. Probably I'll run this for funsies. 300, actually, no, I won't. I don't like running 300k. F that noise. Um, that's way too high. So let me take that back. And run it. I'll run that. 265k. That's almost for sure what I'll run. I don't have Twitch app. Ilya's a beast. Do you want the two click version or the 3-click version? Do you have Howdy? What kind of strap do you have? I mean, like, Ilya, I can 3-click my Ilya for like 175 million. 2-click for like 115. If I had an open slot, I wouldn't use Sean. Maybe I would. He's super fast. I don't know. I kind of want to run Devon, though, too. So, Sean, Devon, Seth, some version of that. Howdy plus a 150 strap? Okay. Do you usually have Santa open? Because his most efficient is going to be 2-click. For Ilya in feud, he'll hit hard enough to 2-click. So there's two versions you can run. I'll just stay on my account. I don't have a 150. I do have a Piper plate which adds 100%. Ilya does not need it for any version. But I can show you how I run Ilya. There's the 2-click version and the 3-click, depending how hard you want to hit. Middle lane, you don't need Santa, obviously. So the non-Howdy version uses Chelsea. But if you have Howdy, that's who you want to use. Okay. I also have the moment. I don't know if you have the moment or not, but I do have the moment, which isn't nothing. Multiplies are 4 times bigger, and green gems do 50%. I don't know if you have the moment or not, but keep that in mind. That's adding to the damage you're going to see. But this is your standard 2-click. Works without a line bonus. And it's just this move. And you're going to hit harder than me because you got a 150. And that. You can check my channel. I have a whole, that's 114 million gem damage on the 2-click. I have a whole playlist of Sheriff's Badge videos. You can use Sheriff's Badge on a ton of people. Powerhouse Austin, Trickster Trish, like bunch of the Rocky, like Apollo maybe, I don't know, maybe not Apollo. A ton of people anyway. Like Sheriff's Badge is good on a ton of people. Showboat Seth, yeah. Good call. So the 3-click version, if that's not hard enough for you for some reason, is oops, get out of here. Is you change to Woods. And do not use Sherry, use Mosh. And use Chelsea. You're going to hit almost as hard as me without a Piper, because the Piper's only adding 100%. So if for some reason 115 isn't hard enough for you, you can just do this. Ilya's a monster. What's up, Smokey? Sheriff's Badge is quite a pretty good plate as far as gem chuckers go. As your roster gets better, you want to try and eliminate as many gem chuckers as possible because they add time. And then, for comparison's sake, Mercy doesn't hit quite as hard, but he is every bit as fast. He has 2-click and 3-click versions, just like Ilya. I'll just run it the 2-click real quick for you guys. Yeah, no problem. Ilya's a monster. Loomis is probably faster, especially if you put your gems at the top, less likely to cascade. So that was 75 million gem on 2-click. And then I think his finisher is like 13 million. So he just doesn't hit quite as hard, but arguably faster on 2-clicks with the right stuff. So yeah, Mercy's insane as well. I use them both. That's the 2-click build. I did a video on it too, breaking down multiple other trainers. So why would I use 3 moves when I can use 2 though? Yeah, Slim, there's a bunch of options for him. Like, if you don't have Leo, right? Like, I think you actually do have Leo, though, Slim. But, like, lesser options, I run him, like, a bunch of different ways. 2-click, 3-click, on the video and stuff. So, yeah. Mercy's awesome. He's actually quite underrated. Super fast, super smooth, fun animation. This moment helps a lot, though. I'm getting 4 multi... I mean, it does help. 4 multiply. No Leo. Okay. My bad. You have some other rare people, but Zombie Chelsea you'd sub is the sub, and he still hits very hard. More than hard enough. Plus, he's got built-in solid move damage, and I know you like move damage, Slim. Mercy's very good. You can 3-click and do just fine. A lot of people have a Jade Plate. You can also use Buzzard's Beak if you're 3-clicking for the same damage. I don't know, Smokey. I don't know. I don't have a good answer for that. So you can use the Jade Plate, and then if you're 3-clicking, you can use the whatever, the Buzzard's Beak, which I think I have equipped somewhere. I think I only have one. Yeah, I have it on Naomi. I don't know, Smokey. How are you, Elsie Blue? Triple Purple is fine. It's probably really good if you have the extra moments too, I would assume. That make the other moment that makes even more multiply gems. I'm sure Triple Purple is great. As well. I've just always ran the green because it's so fast and I can 2-click it. So, yeah, Mercy's great as well. Tech is awesome. Those two are both faster than Roman. Roman's really fun to use, though. So, like, Tech is one of, it's in a really good spot. I mean, that's what I'm gonna do, because, what? Not that he needs it. But yeah, and it's 2-click, right? So it's super nice. That's a good one to cover. In case, I also did a video on that. If you want to see multiple trainer setups, you can 2 or 3-click Shredder, but I think I showed that you could 2-click him even without crazy stuff. If you have a decent strap. And then just keep the reversal in for funsies, but you don't need to do that either because it's only 6 MP, and Priest is even better now than he was before. If you leveled him up for the 2 multiply. And then you want to use Brett. Seth, if you got him. If you don't, it's fine. Just use any zombie is fine. I mean, Tech. I think Tech and Powerhouse right now are actually the best pat. As much as I love my showboats, but actually. Shredder is not going to hit hard multiply with Hollow Stars, though. That's for sure. And then so you're going to get 100% and then 60%. Striker's actually pretty loaded too, yeah. And that's without the rare trainers. And no plates, I don't think, for that one. I don't think I have any plates on him. Yeah, no plates. And if you have Leo, Lady Striker is really good. Dude Striker is really good. Striker's very good too. The classes that suck are Lady Technician is terrible, in my opinion. And then Lady Trickster could use some help too. And Male Acro could be better, as far as from a speed standpoint. But yeah, Shredder's gonna hit super hard with the boosts and stuff. What am I? How so what? Which one is how so, Smokey? Punk plate on Liv? I can do that. The problem is Shredder's a tech. Jacob is not what I would call fast. Jacob hits very hard. The fastest acro is HBK. And he's very fast. But isn't as quite as mindless as I would like. You have to make a choice. Oh, got you, Smokey. Okay. Leonardo. Okay. Yeah, Leo's actually quite fast. He's got kind of a damage cap, but he's quite fast. What do you mean, which era do I want next? I don't understand the question. One true, you want to see... What did you want to see? I forgot already, because I have a goldfish brain. No. Eagles. I don't think so. I can run it for you, but... Live, that's right, thank you. I can run it for you. Oh, Julius is awesome to click. Yeah, the traps take a little bit longer to resolve, but he's up there as well at tech, right? They're all like, so 1 and 1A, whichever order you prefer, Mercy, Ilya, and then as far as speed, right? As far as speed, then you have Cena, who's ridiculous, tech Cena, and doesn't need any MP, right? I would put him after those two though for feuding. Straight up, I would put him after those two for feuding currently today. Then you got Shredder, Roman, and Julius, very similar speed wise, and both can also 2-click. So that's like what how many is that? 6 ridiculously good ones. Ridiculously good ones. Okay. So, True, do you have all of these moments? Because I'm pretty sure they got all of the moments on here. I would assume you do. This one doesn't really matter too much. 50%, you'll have that one. This is the big one for 300% color turn. Just use the multiply moves, Derek. The 2 black moves. I just ran him. Like, literally just ran him. This needs to be J. Yeah, and you will have it. And you probably got a 154, I would assume. 7. So this can just as easily... We're just focusing on the reds. We're not going to use the green, not double-clicking. Takes too long. So 100. Naya's pretty good. Not as good as Bailey. Rabbit's awesome. I love Rabbit. Love Dom. If I had the other moment, this would be and the gauntlets, this would be more interesting to me. The damage, that was a big cascade, 80 million. That's probably good enough. Yep. Yeah, I think it will, Chris. I think it will. Depends if you can pick up the big substats to go with it eventually. You know what I mean? It'll be interesting when people are like completely geared that how it holds up. That's pretty good. This will work quite well if you have all the stuff. This is good. I would play Live this way, finally, if I had all the stuff. Best tech in the game, Ilya Mercy. I would actually play Live this way if I had all the stuff. Nice, Smokey. Yeet's awesome. So that probably gets it done one true, yeah? Pretty smooth, pretty quick. That's a trickster I like. What I'm slumming with on my account, I'll go back to my account, is this. This is what I'm using at Trickster. And I have switched it up now. Running this. No, I don't, Derek. I don't want to do that at all. That takes too long. Absolutely don't. If I have to do that, I won't use him in feud. What's up, Fifth Element? How are you? Slower. Definitely slower, but not bad. So until I get all this stuff for Live, that's my Trickster. And I'm not that close to all the stuff for Live, because I need the moment tokens. Yeah. On Dom? Or, so Punk, who asked about Punk earlier? My Punk. So my Punk still has Hollow Star, one Hollow Star. He's doing about 90 million with the Chemical X. And I don't know that I have his trainers finalized, so keep that in mind. Somebody asked about my Zombie Punk earlier when I was setting a feud roster. Sorry, I'm trying to get to everything. And I'm missing stuff at times. If I don't answer something, feel free to keep asking. So far as I know, I haven't deliberately ignored anyone yet today. So, you're good. I don't think I like this slot here that much, but I don't know. It's fine. It's enough. Cena's not faster than Ilya or Mercy. Don't think so. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. That's fair. You can like him better. He's super fun. I like playing him too. So that's 106 million on Punk. Like that. With the Chemical X. And that's with a Hollow Star. So that's going to go up 10%. A little more than 10%. Like 11. Really easy to run. No gem chuckers. If I get his gear, I'll just change it to 2-click. And that's also without either of his moments at the moment. Either of his moments at the moment. So... yeah, Anniversary Plate is really nice. If you don't have it, Bianca's Braid is really good too. I was doing like 70-ish without, was still a Hollow Star. Bianca's Braid should bump him up at least 10 mil, I would think. Now let's go. It's also awesome on Dom. Go back to the Twitch account. Love it on Dom, actually. Pop quiz, hot shot. You have to choose between recruiting Z-Punk or Z-Knight for Z-Punk. Probably. Because I like him as a coach and a fighter. I don't love Zombie Knight as a fighter because his superplex animation is slow and not as smooth. But tricksters also aren't as good of fighters in general. It would depend very much so on which tricksters I had, right? Like, so if you have a very good trickster, like Trickster Macho, for example, that is fast and he hits hard enough for you, then I think, you know, the better fighter is Punk. Their coach is comparable. You know what I mean? So I would go Punk. But if you have like super bad tricksters you hate, and you can run Zombie LA Knight, there's multiple ways you can run him, that's gonna upgrade your tricksters, then I would say go him. But like apples to apples, if I'm saying like fighter, coach, Punk wins at the fighter and the coach is a wash. So, but that doesn't equate to your roster's needs. You know what I mean? Okay, Dom with the Anniversary Plate is good. Just gonna keep rolling with 100%er. I'm not doing 150s. Does that make sense, Smokey? This also has the moment, Chris, so... I generally will at least have a reason. Oh, nice, Chris. Why I say something, I might not always be right. But I have a reason, at least. So, I don't just, like, pull stuff out of my butt, generally speaking. You know? This is also super ridiculous, Santa. Let me remove that. I'm trying to get through a lot today, so if I miss chat, again, I'm super sorry. Super sorry. I'm just trying to... because people have a lot of questions. So... I'm trying to burn through as much as I can, so please don't feel any kind of way. It's not on purpose. Just keep asking, because I get distracted super easy. That's why I feel like I gotta do what I said, because I've only got the Devon specs. Oh yeah, Derek. Yeah. So, Derek, right? Like, everything is all about, if you can't hit hard enough, then you have to take the longer route, right? For sure. Agree completely. So we have so many good characters in our game, right? Often I don't try to make people better anymore. I simply try and make them more efficient or faster. You know what I mean? Because there's so many good options that I don't want to play somebody that has risk if I don't have to. In fact, most of the time, I'll just ignore a class in Feud that I don't like unless it's a CSS requirement. Then I'll play a few of them. But if I'm not having to play them, I just don't play classes I don't like. Right? If they're not fast as I want them to be, I'll just play a different class instead. Nothing says I have to use one of every class, you know? So that's how I look at it. I just try and use the best however many I can put together. I like being around 250k with my roster, 260. Once in a blue moon up to 270, but not really. So Dom, I like 2-click. This is how I would run him. This is with just the Chemical X. Can you show me how to make my 6SG turn 1, por favor? Tama? Yes, he probably can turn 1. I have not played him in a minute. So this is Dom with Chemical X. I'll have to think about it when I look at him. 6-star gold is a lot of health. Maybe he can't turn 1. So that's 75 million 2-click from Dom with just the... if you want to turn 1 with Tam, it probably has to be move damage. I don't know if he does enough. It's been a minute. So Dom is also really good this way with the... What kind of move damage strap do you have, Smokey? You got 100 for him? You got a 150? $66 on that one for gem damage, plus you have the move damage. So, depending on who you're fighting... Oh, you want to use him with the boost for Feud? Yeah, that's with no ultimate. That's just the Chemical X. 2-click after 99 MP. You're going to hit a little harder because I removed the Super Santa jabroni. But that does also have the moment, which is adding 50% as well. So 100, yeah, it's really good. Really good, actually. Dom is, I'm a fan if you have nice stuff. Rabbit's great, Derek. Rabbit's great. Black Gem Chuck does add a ton. What's up, Vikes? It adds time, but it does add a ton of damage, yeah. Move damage is not nothing on the finisher either, because it's a 2.95 base. Dom, nice stuff. You can either use a braid and the Black Gem Chucker, or you can use the Chemical X. Here, if you want to see what he does, let me go back to my account, because I love Dom. So, let's, without... here we go, Dirty Dom. So this is with the braid and the Black Gem Chucker both on mine. And not a Super Santa. This would obviously be the 2 trainers we just saw after 99 MP. Yeah, it's really nice with the Anniversary X, right? Chemical X is really good on him and Punk. No, it's in the Pearl prize wall, and then it's also in the loot. For the Pearl. You can see that's 83 million with the Gem Chucker. On Dom. And the braid. Dom is really good that way. Multiple ways if you got stuff. For sure. Couple different ways you can do it. Yeah, Zombie Punk. Zombie Punk. I don't have Acro Punk. So. I think Acro Punk is really good. I have Acros I like more, though, personally. Although with the gear, that's really nice, because then you don't need MP trainers. So I can see using him, for sure. My Dom also has a 150 strap, though. So keep that in mind when you see this build. And some black gem substats. Back to the other account. Boom. Okay, who wanted to see Bianca with the Chemical X? You still around? We can see if we can do something with her with the Chemical X. I don't know that it's enough, but let's find out, because I haven't tried it. That's Showdown only moment. Here. Hey, Adkins, how are you? Eagles did, but ain't worth it. See Bailey, but don't remember which event. Nice, IK. I mean, I'll try it once. It won't take long. It's 4 MP with the bleed. So I'm gonna use this and Apollo for sure. Okay. All right. And then let's big X break. And then, yeah, we want multiply gems because we're going to have 8 of them. So why not? Let's do that. It's not going to be enough for sure. You are correct because there's nothing buffing the gems for the multiplies. You have 100% move damage strat for Tama, but you also want to take advantage of the purple set, right? Smokey is what you were saying? Yeah, no problem, Big Show. You want me to show him a different way? I can as well. 6-star silver, stunning Steve Austin. Is he good? And what's his best build? No. Not really good. No. You should use for a striker. You should use Roger Rabbit. He's a freebie. Much, much better. And free. I think Zombie Priest is actually significantly better than Stunning Steve and free. There are a ton better than Stunning Steve. There is really no reason to even build him. I don't think his trainer's even a good enough reason to build him, to be honest. I can't... Maybe someone correct me if I'm wrong, but there's probably a good... I mean, free Austin that just got reworked is significantly better if you want to run an Austin. I mean, mostly free. A tier. You'll get him soon. Yeah. Not worth it. Sorry. Whose coach is 40%? What? Stunning just got an ability boost? Wait. What? When did they do that? 40%? So, wait. They made his coach... Hold on. They made his coach better than Hall of Fame Hogan's? Oh, I was at the beach at 316. That's when I missed it. That's why I missed it. They made Stunning Steve's coach better than Hall of Fame Hogan's? What? Is he a coach or a trainer? If he's a trainer, that's not as big a deal. He's a coach? What? Yes. No, my birthday was March 12th, which I didn't tell anyone, so... I went to the beach for... What in the bloody blue blazes? That's really good. All right, strike that. He is worth building for the coach. All right. Yeah, for the coach, 40% all gem damage. Anyone that blows up the board with rainbow color, that's going to be really usable on. I mean, like, make sure you have a target for it, but that's not bad at all. Like, anyone... So, like, yeah. Powerhouse Hogan, potentially? That's pretty good. Yeah, Powerhouse Hogan definitely comes to mind. Somebody that blows up the board without specific colors. Oh, right on, Smokey. Yeah, apparently he's got... Oh, thanks. Thanks, LC Blue. Thank you. Apparently he's not... Wow. Okay. Let's go. So, see, there's one of the times where Merrick's is completely wrong. Thank you, chat. I totally did not see that he got updated on 316. That's crazy. So, this is going to be why you wouldn't want to... This wouldn't be loaded. So we're not going to use it. But, like... 22 million gem with a baby 4.5 million bleed. You could put a Veer on and stuff, but yeah, Bianca's not good. No, Smokey, you kept the X break on. Actually, X break 100% and then multiply Brett. So yeah, coaches definitely are worth working on, and in fact, skip most talent ups. They're not really worth it most of the time. But if you are, definitely look into the trainers. They've been updating a lot of them, which actually is nice. Thank you, Scopely, for that. That's good. It needs to happen. Um, yeah, you wouldn't want to use a bunch of your tokens to take him up there, but it is a solid coach when it's needed or when you're using some of those 40 percenters on other stuff, but it's not like completely great. Yeah, you know me. Always propping Scopely up and, you know, saying things are better than they are. Okay, what was the other one somebody asked about? I'm not impressed with that on Bianca at all. Where was I? Somebody else. Oh yeah. Tama. Boy, what's the buff? It's 100% purple gem is all. That's not a lot, to be honest. I don't think you can do any kind of gem damage and win with Tama at all. Turn one, to be honest, no matter what plates you have on him. I don't think it's there, but let me look real quick. Do you have the moment as well? I'm pretty sure, finisher 35, leech into purple. 7 trap into purple. Leech gems 200k. Right. Thank you. I don't think there's any way, even with his plate, you're going to get enough damage out of the purples, Smokey, to turn one. Do you have Macho? So basically you're just looking for a trickster. Yeah, do you have Donatello? What kind of straps you have available for here? What's your Donatello at? Yeah. Ruthless Aggression, Trickster, 100% move strap. I don't think so. Not that I can think of, IK. Not at all. There's very few people worth putting 100% move strap on in general. So not that I can think of. Donatello is really good, especially if you were gonna run and okay, well let me show you. What kind of strap you got? Fury. What kind of Fury strap you got? We'll run him exactly like what you have. I'll show you how you can hit hard with him without crazy stuff. We'll do exactly what you can use. What kind of gem strap, Smokey? We can absolutely get your Donatello hitting. Absolutely. Oh, that monster was good. You guys, maybe a lot of you guys, there's not very many, like energy drinks or soda that you can taste it, but like, you ever almost taste like kind of like a wood flavor, mild wood flavor, in an energy drink or soda that you drink? Anyone know what I'm talking about? You have 100% gem damage available. Perfect. Okay. Do you have a jade plate? By chance? You don't know what I'm talking about? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Almost like it can be soda too. Doesn't matter. It's a very mild, like woodsy flavor. Show me the jade plate again. Like, not almost like the way cedar smells. Whenever you make 10 multiply gems, increase your green gem damage by 100%. There's actually a drink, or I mean, not a drink, but an ingredient they use that helps stuff bind that is a wood derivative. So if you ever taste that, that is likely why. Anyway, random fact. For you. You can kind of look it up. The exact name. But yeah. So root beer, it depends. So they might use oh, what the heck is the name of that? Like sarsaparilla root, there's another root. They use a lot of different roots in root beer potentially, depending on which root beer you drink. There's sassafras, I think, gets used as well. Potentially. Yeah, sassafras is the primary flavor. It's derived from the roots or bark of the sassafras tree. Sorry, focus. My bad. You only have 1 ounce on Mercy? Okay, I'll show you without it first then. It's actually not bad for you. It's natural. The flavor, the wood component stuff. Anyway, just sorry, random. So purple, right? And you're making greens? No, I'm not. Leave me alone. I don't know. I don't think I can focus really well sometimes. Okay. No, we want Mosh. You have Santa, Smokey? Hey, I haven't posted that video, Chris. Quiet. No spoilers. You know ahead of time. You have 35k Santa? Mother effer. Alright. This guy. Don't use Sherry. This is Santa. I'm not going to use it because it's a Super Santa. Don't use Sherry. Sherry makes this way harder. Okay? Trust me. I guess in your case, I'll just put the Super Santa on and F this guy. Fine. Whatever, Smokey. He's got the thing none of us have. That's hilarious. Congrats, by the way. All right, anyway. Why not Leo? You'll see. I'll show you why. You're gonna throw your gems. Okay. See how this is 8? That's 10. If you have Leo, you pin. He did like 120 million, one true on non-showboats. That's 92 million, Smokey. That was 92 million with no plates. I guarantee you your woods will hit. We good? You want me to run it again for you? Yeah, people give horrible advice on Donatello all the time. Use Sherry, use Leo, blah, blah, blah. Not good. You want to use Chelsea, Santa, and Mosh. Way, way easier to get this done and not have to do tons of choosing nonsense, right? Just much simpler because sometimes the board doesn't work with you. Right? So you just chuck your multiplies. See, like, it gets really hard to find a spot sometimes. So that's why it's important. If you put Sherry or Leo, you're pinning. Right on, Big Show. I'm sure you did. Thank you. A good plate would be the Jade plate. That's the plate for this because it's greens. So the Jade plate would add 200% more green gem damage. And then you hit for over 100 million. Well over 100 million. But 92 million's enough. Yeah, one true. Devon hit for like 120 million on non-showboats and like 220 on showboats with that setup. And that's without the feud moment. So, yeah. Donatello's a monster. If you don't have a good trickster, use Donatello because he's good. What's up, Uni? How you doing? Where's the best spot to find affiliation for Xavier Woods? No good spot. Random pull a rabbit out of your hat, bullcrap luck. Derek. So you guys remember the fan voting where everyone said they wanted 150% gem straps the most and not affiliation straps? That's why we have 150 straps all over the place and not affiliation. Because people think 150% gem damage straps are more useful. By the way, F you all who voted for that. Anyway. Yeah, no problem, bud. Donatello's great. Donatello's great. There's no reliable source, Derek. It's just get lucky. It's just get lucky. There is no place I can tell you to go and get lucky. You have to get lucky. Blame me, I want both. Don't blame me, I want both. Yeah, right? So, okay. There's that. They are everything. They are everything. I love affiliation straps. I already had all my MP trainers. I am still trying to get one for effing Butch. I have a 2 for Sting. I really want a 2 for Butch. So I can run 4 reds. MLC prize wall, the legendary. Yeah. Really? Oh, Hall of Fame Ron Big Fritz. I don't use a plate. On my roster. Because I 1-click him, but if you want to 2-click him, he has many plate options that are good. Well, maybe not many. I show you. Hold on. They're equipped to him, but I don't use them. I know that sounds weird, right? So you can use this, and if you 2-click, you get 50%. 3-click, you get 100%. And you can also use this for 100% if you 2-click as well. So there are different ways you can do this, depending if you have the gear or not, and the moment, etc., and what you're trying to do, right? Like, if you want to, however, there's so many ways you can run Hall of Fame Ron. I personally usually do this, because I have his gear. So 4, and his gear is 4, 8, that's the 10 I need, sorry. And then I run this, come here, and then I run this. So I personally run this and take advantage of no plates usually, because the speed makes up for the size of the damage. Right? Okay, I'll show you how I'd run it no gear in just 1 second, Big Fritz. This speed can't be like replicated anywhere else right now. To my knowledge, it's simply a 1-click for 70 million gem damage, right? Like, I cannot do that with anything else. So that's how I usually run him, and it's a huge speed advantage. But if you don't have the gear or the moment, the 2 plates I showed you are the plates to use, for sure. Either one, depending on what you have. So no gear, you would still run him this way. Yes, Sandel. Technically, Foley's my favorite because Foley, but yes. So you run him these 2, and I'm going to assume you don't have Leo or LA Knight, right? Let's be somewhat realistic here. And let's just say you're going to do green multiply. You just want the 60% multiply, people. It doesn't matter which ones. 2 zombies, okay? Obviously, if you have Leo, you can use him, blah, 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 blah. So you're going to 3-click him. With any of these plates is fine. Whatever version is fine. You can 4-click him if you have the Dom plate for even more. I show you. After this one. We're just going to 3-click this time. That is 91 million. You're lucky, Vern. You are lucky. I have 2, I think 100% health straps on my roster. Yeah, Smokey. So that's 3-click, right? Moments adding some, but that's a lot. The plates are adding some. If you want a 4-click, you can get another 50%. Unfortunately, the Dom plate won't proc twice, but it's also faster, so it's not the end of the world. So you're just simply clicking it to get another 50 from the Seth plate, which most people have the Seth plate, right? Because it was super duper cheap. You should have grabbed it if you could have. And I do have the moment as well, but that's almost 100 million. So yeah, Rana's really good, but those are the plates, either one or both are the plates you can put on him to get extra if you want extra. Does that make sense? Those are the two plates. Tierra will not work. Tierra doesn't work because the multiply gems go off on the finisher, so it doesn't do anything. If you need to cycle it for a second turn, it will work. It just won't work on the first turn. So this one, if you have it, Time to Get Radical would be the plate. And then this one also adds 100%. So boss battle? Okay. Fair enough, Smokey. But yes, Zandale, him, Molly, and JBL are my favorite, and then Foley as well. Foley with a lot of stuff isn't terrible, just a little bit slow. And but by a lot of stuff I mean everything. Yeah, no rush. You don't need to take it off him like immediately or anything. Both gears. JBL is redonkulous. I love him. Oh yeah, this was my funky. I'm just messing around with Showdown stuff here. You're so full of crap, Clay. Luckily, you put the asterisk there for me, so I know you're being sarcasm. No. JBL doesn't. I'll show you the... I didn't do a preview on JBL. So some of you might be surprised on how I would run him. I don't know. But it's for sure the immobiles with move damage that doesn't touch the board. They're both different classes, Big Fritz. Ron and Mercy. So it would depend what my roster needed. I try and tell people this all the time. You want to build stuff that makes your roster better. That makes your life easier, right? Like, you will know what you need way better than I'll know what you need, if that makes sense, right? So you have to also factor in coaches, trainers, and that kind of stuff, not just their fighting capabilities, but most importantly, what your roster needs that way, right? So it's really hard to answer questions like that. Vikes, as far as JBL, if you have the moment, it's even better. If you have one gear, it's even better, because you don't need any MP. But JBL, I specifically like this way, because it's not counterable. Tech Live also is super disappointing. So if you have the gear, you can do more than this, but JBL this way is awesome. Yeah, if you can not touch the board, that's great. Use a takedown strap and a KO plate. Because it'll add some move damage for you that you don't need. When I say you don't need, you really don't need. Is there a 100% move damage strap set up? Without, I hate all this crazy, yeah, rabbit, perfect. You're missing the KO plate? It's the most worthless plate on the planet. Most people have like a metric crap ton sitting there. Also, this has the moment, which does a mobile gem damage. So I'm gonna leave you have gear, so you don't need an MP trainer. This would be Kofi for normal people. In your case, you would just put whoever has a mobile gem damage, it'll make up for the moment, you know? You'll put a mobile there, right? And then 160, if you don't have him, use 50% from Eddie. Eddie's got 50%. But it's super duper easy, super lazy. It's phenomenal. KO plate literally is garbage. This is the only spot, basically one of the only spots it's even remotely useful, and it's not that useful. Here, let's more health right here. I show you. It is fast as F, yes. But anyway, right here, you just click this, boom, fast, easy. This is random, also easy. And now let's do some math here for you. So your finisher is like 5 million in move damage without the KO plate. And then it's 2.39 million for every immobile times 36. So 2.39 times 36. You're doing 86 million in immobile damage that's not counterable, so the rest doesn't really matter. And this also gives you his reversal build. 86 million uncounterable immobile damage. Metals, straps aren't going to stop that. That's how you want to run JBL. Chef's kiss. Right now. I don't know what happens when health pools increase, but that's money right there. And you have, like, it's just really, really, really freaking good. Really good. I get that, IK. I get that. The feeling when you are 25 from Mercy, 45 from Ron, 80 from Abby, 60 from Julius, 90 from... Are you serious, Clay? Holy crap, you're close to everybody in there. Jeez. That's quite the spread. Big Fritz. Mercy's one of the best techs. Ron is, in my opinion, the best striker. They're both Ron, because, you know, no one else can one-click, right? He doesn't have the highest damage, but he is my favorite striker. Mercy and Ilya are my two favorite technicians. Either you should build both if you have the stuff to run them decently, right? But as far as which one first, if it's a resource thing, then the one that's going to help you more at the start. What's up, Kitsu? How are you? You should always do, like, and I don't know what's better for your roster. Yeah, Mercy's awesome, fast, yes. He also hits really hard. I get about 90 out of mine. Who was asking about Tama? I got sidetracked because turn 1 with him is going to be difficult, but it has to be move damage if you're gonna. Remind me who asked about Tama, if you're still here. You had 100% move damage, I think. How you doing, Kitsu? If you're still here, we'll look at it. Speaking of Rex, triple red, yes. Triple red Piper plate. Just let it go. You sure, Smokey? Oh, that's right, because we did the Woods thing, right? Yeah, Woods is going to be better. Donatello. That's right. That's why we didn't. Yeah. Perfect. Sorry, goldfish memory again. Okay. Okay, whose question? I feel like I'm slightly caught up on questions for the moment. I'll just show you my Rex, Chris, while I'm waiting for the next question. Feud lineup? I can show that again. Give me a second. I did that at the start. Sammy is replaced because Sammy's my Boo Bear. Rex Regan for me, but Rex is incredibly good. Ooh, that's right. We had to do some stupid botch thing. No, I can't show you how to do a mega pull. Get out of here. This guy. This guy. So pretty standard build set. Yeah, I can show you Seth Freakin'. Yeah, absolutely. I have a 130 on him though, Chris, now. But he's super simple to play. It's awesome. Like, he flows really easy. This is one of those when you're feuding late at night, he's kind of a go-to. Those are the 2 plates, Smokey. Those are the 2 plates, yes. Yeah, I haven't posted the video, though, yet, Jabroni, but yes. I wasn't going to do the talent up, but I did. Because of that. Yes, he's gold, maxed out, just needs a fuse, which I'll do during flash feed. So that's like 86 mil. Chris, super smooth, super fast. You want to see it again? Doing well, popping in while on break at work. Tried the sugar-free pink Red Bull. Pretty tasty. It's supposed to be berries. Yeah, I bought that for Mrs. Merrick's, and it wasn't bad. Red Bull kind of sucks sometimes at flavors. That's one of their better ones. I think, probably. Yeah, again, you blinked. Yeah, that'll do it. This is with a 130 strap, though. And then I'll show you my feud lineup. I think Smokey asked. I'm gonna run 265k, I think. Oh, really? You don't have those in Asia? Interesting. So, don't get super excited necessarily. Their flavors a lot of times taste kind of funky. The pink one is one of the better ones. I'm with Kitsu on that one. A lot of their flavors are kind of funky, I think. Energy drinks hate you? I can't drink Rockstar. That stuff's the devil. That gives me like heart palpitations and stuff. Ugh. Rockstar are not good. Me and Rockstar do not get along at all. Feud lineup. It'll be for sure this dude. And it's gonna be R-Truth always. Bang or G Fuel? Bang has some good flavors. Favorite flavor monster is Ultra Red, the sugar-free red, by far. You have two top lines? Who are the line bonuses? I need to look for the ladies feuds. I probably have them for ladies unless one's Nikki. That's the only, I think, lady of note I'm still missing. Other than some, what do you call those? IOWs I'm still missing. New Live and Lyra, I have both of those. Ultra White Goat. I used to like Ultra White a lot when I worked at Walgreens for like a bajillion years. That's the only flavor they had. And I drank it so much I can't freaking stand it. It was my favorite for a long time. Oh, Seth Freakin is the top line bonus? That's a weird bonus. I actually have him. Who did I say I was running open slot earlier? Down here? It's probably Dom. Yeah, they did. I don't know if that's because of that, Chris, but yes, they have. Ultra Red is super hard to find, Corn Dog. I have to buy it on Amazon most of the time. It's so good, but I have to usually buy it on Amazon. I also like the new, I think they cross-promoted it with Grand Theft Auto. The Ultra Vice Guava isn't bad. That one's pretty good. The Orange Ultra Sunrise is pretty good. And if I'm in the right mood, the Grape isn't bad. Probably something like this. This could just as easily be HBK. Or it could just as easily be Seth. I don't know for sure. I'll see once I... You know what was really good? You guys... I'm sure most of you know Mountain Dew Amp. Like Amp in the green can. They used to have a cherry Amp in a red can. That's my all-time favorite drink, like, ever. Cherry Amp, but you can't... I haven't seen it in years now. So something like that is what I'll run. Some version of that. 263k is really nice. I like being right in there. Pacific Punch is new, right? That's the new one. That one's pretty good. The blue one. Yeah, Leo Seth. I run mine with an affiliation strap because he's too good to not. Too good of a coach, in my opinion. I use him in so many places. Love it, Noah. Love it. I don't know what else to say, but I do love it. So I have an affiliation on my Leo, so I run him really simply. The thing is, he's got a damage cap, and you want to avoid high health people. right? So this moveset absolutely has a damage cap. For sure. But with an affiliation strap, I run him this way. I should slow down. I also have the turtle moment. So it's steel. Why can't you click? There you go. Cross breaks 100%. Cross breaks 60%. Cross breaks 100%. Oh, that's the sugar one, right, Kitsu? Pacific Punch, is that the sugar one? So the sugar one, my favorite is Monster Import. So good. Oh my gosh, I love Monster Import. That's delicious. If you've never had it and you can have sugar, try it. It's incredible. But this has a damage cap of not right around about 70. But I run that with an affiliation. Because it's super fast and easy. But it's not a big pin, so make sure you drain them. It's really good, Kitsu. Really, really good. It's in a weird looking can usually with a really cool top. But it says Monster Import on it. It's got like a griffin on the can. You know, the mythical beast, a griffin, like a griffin looking thing. It's pretty cool. It's really good. Tech Punk. So Tech Punk can hit hard. Tech Punk, no issues with his damage output. The problem is he's got Cascade Risk Disc. And Miz is better if you want Cascade Risk. Correct, Noah. Pretty sure it doesn't. Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like I got kicked out. It might count as pin damage, but I feel like I got kicked out of when someone had some health left because of the crazy boost. I'm trying to remember. I feel like I got kicked out of by a showboat, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. I can't remember. But that doesn't need any plates, so. Yeah, absolutely. He's great. And punk requirements, you'll be able to get through super easy. You know what I mean? It's good to have one, for sure. But yeah, Leo, I run that way just because it's really easy. You can hit harder with the power gems, but it takes longer. So, yeah. As for when I do CSS, I usually get them done right away. And I've said this in my How to Feud Better video. I typically will run one killer. So anyone that can kill, it doesn't matter who it is, preferably one that's a CSS. And then I just do my CSS in the open slots. Run low, one killer, and get all my CSS done in a couple matches. Me and my feud partner, one of us will run like a GIMP lineup. That's an okay term, right? Like a really tiny lineup. I don't know, maybe that's not an okay term. So I would run something like this. New gen, I think I can actually, can I fill? Yeah, I can. Something like this if the minimum's 4. And then just let him clear out both lines with the kind of line I just described. Bubba Ray's awesome at Trickster too, yeah. Bubba Ray's really good Trickster. A lot of different ways you can run him. Yellow Royal Rumble, he hits super hard that way. You can use the Cascade Risk way. A lot of different ways you can run Bubba Ray. Yeah, cheese lineup for sure. Yeah, that's how I do my CSS. Cheese ball lineups all the time. I don't know, whatever. I'll just say whatever comes to mind immediately when I'm talking about tiny lineups, you know? So any of that kind of stuff, that's the easiest way to get them done. Sugar items. Oh, blue raspberry lemonade Kool-Aid pie. I don't know what that is, but I feel like if I could have sugar, I would need that in my life. Speaking of, though, quest bars. Because I usually snack on like almonds. Because for some reason my diabetes likes almonds. It also likes these quest bars. Helps keep my sugar nice and level, which is good. So, all right. Shoot. Oh, Colonel, you still here? I didn't play any Black Royal Rumble, so to really to speak of for you. Who did you have in mind? You mentioned Black Royal Rumble. We did some Chemical X. Black Royal Rumble. Who did you want to see, or other people also want to see? OTC. I haven't played him since he came out because I didn't get him. Telvin, what do you want to see? Is it needed on Yeet? We can look at Yeet too. This account has Yeet, unfortunately, with gear, so it's gonna be hard to tell you. Honestly, I would have to go look at my preview. Line bonus or no line bonus, Telvin? For OTC. I'm sure this account has the gear, Chris. Do you have gear? Middle line or bottom line? Honestly, Chris, the gear is probably the same as no strap, right? 300%. He wants to know, I think, if he needs it or not, Uni. I remember not needing it, but damage has gotten way higher now. Than when I did his preview. Or health pools. With the middle? Okay, Telvin. Give me a minute, and then we'll look at OTC. How much gem damage, Chris? Oh, wrong account. Dang it. I'm running him with no strap. To make up for the 300% gear. So, does your strap equipped him get to 300%? It's the 2-click setup. $80 mil. With the Black Royal Rumble, it's probably like 140 to 150. Oh, there. Uni said 160 with it. Thanks, Uni. Appreciate it. Bliss for tour, Derek. Bliss is always the same way. Here, my account's actually set up. You're talking about player pain, yeah? So, you really want one of these plates on Bliss. Everyone should have a bad attitude. Makes it slow, but it makes every tour easy. You can see I don't even bother with anything crazy. It's one set of Fury 2, one set of Fury 1, 10% strap. Entourage is basically this, some version of this. You can do Sherry. If you don't have Sherry, you can do the free-to-play version would be like Mosh. You can do Black Gems, something like that. And you just try and recycle the moves, but I'll show you. Let's just go play a match. Real quick, because I'm not going to play the whole match because it takes longer than I want to play, but I will show you. Mine is silver, but needs a metric crap ton of levels. So her gem damage isn't super crazy. You know, we're missing a lot. But you should have all of these trainers, I would think. Tour perks, you're going to start like loaded up, choose 7 gems, strength 4, black, focus on the black ones, right? Make a cluster of them. Then you hope you don't cascade when you hit the 3 blues. We only have 2 blues left, so we're going to have to go. We want to catch some of the blue on a potential row break, right? Like so. So we can't though because of that, so we're kind of boned there. And this is in the wrong spot in the middle, so we're kind of boned there. But we can do a row break this way and catch the blue if we want to keep going. You basically just try and keep recycling her like this kind of way as best you can. 2, 3, 4, like so. So we clip that blue, then connect the dots on your other. This doesn't move the pin bar, by the way. This move. So there we kept it going, rolled it over a little bit. Up. Oh, let's do that. We got 3 more we can hit again. Great, we didn't cascade. Now I think we can get her close enough to win that. Let's just put our multiplies all in this cluster. If you have a tiara, you could put a tiara on, but it's better to recycle off the 3 blues to destroy. You know? In my opinion. Boom. And maybe not quite close enough to win. But you get the idea, right? Derek? You need to see the trainers or the moves again? The plate, bad attitude plate makes it go. So she can clear just about anything. Unfortunately, we ran out of blues, right? So we'll just swipe the black. You can bring a blue up prop and make it really easy, but that's basically what you're looking at. And as long as you have blues on the board, you can just kind of keep it rolling. Sherry works better than Mosh because it makes the multiplies higher to refill your blue. That's 7. But you could also use Matte instead of Mosh, and then you just don't get as many. You can choose less black gems instead of Titus, but you get the idea, right? Like that's what you're going for. Bad attitude plate, some version of that. You can instead of Titus, you can use Matte and Mosh, and then on the back end you can use it generate black gem trainer. Bunch of different ways you can go about it. Whatever works better for you to turn it over and win. She's good, it just takes forever in most cases, you know? And you wouldn't want to take the blue swipe like I did there because you ate your blues. But that's basically paint or play bliss in a nutshell. Just keep turning it over. And, you know, if you have enough of a board, row breaks, cycle the board more. There's a lot of stuff you can do potentially, you know? Is that hopefully helpful? Uh, what do you mean, Zandel, about Asuka? What? Asuka, I 2-click? For a crap ton? I don't think I tried it on Bull, actually. We can, because it's kind of a crappy plate. All right. So for Asuka Zandel, the best way to run her by far, in my opinion, is if you can with 2 clicks with the hard times LA Bite, right? I do have a 150 strap, okay? I do have the anniversary moment. But you can get away with just 2-clicking her After 99 MP, it's gonna be this, right? Yellow and yellow, so Kofi and bronze breaker, and Santa here, and Yoko. Gotcha, Smokey. You can also just put, as Kat said, the new gem medals on, and you're basically gonna just like swipe and beat everyone. Right? So 2-click Asuka, that's 107 million. Zandel. So yeah, that's not really 2 clicks, 2 moves. So, but yeah, LA Bite and Hard Times. Even without them, she still hits super hard. I don't run Maxine. I do have her gold. I don't have her levels maxed. I would move the strap over from Triple H and run it this way, though. Fisherman suplex, queen suplex, arm drag. With Lawler, Santa, and Yoko. That's in the middle lane. Sorry. Without the middle lane, you need Ricochet. And then you can... He's 2, right? Oops. 6 and 3. 2, 4, 5. Yep. And then you can drop Santa. The first one was middle lane. This was without middle lane. Chelsea for 40% green is better. Or Brett. You can... so that with a Piper plate. I also have her moment, though. But, I mean, here. Actually, I have plenty of currency. I show you. Why not? She still needs her levels, so she would hit 11% harder. Keep in mind, anyone doing gem damage needs max levels and stars filled to get the most out of them, or you lose a lot. I don't have her gear. It's about 62 million. So you can also run her risky with a 7 break that refills and buff twice, and then she hits super hard. That's also with 130% strap in the moment. So that's why I don't run Maxine. Because I wish she hit a little bit harder. And now it makes a difference lately, right? When she first came out, her damage was much more betterer. Yeah, she's a lot of people's best. So if you want to be risky, you can with the break. Blue, get green. MP plate. And then you could run it. I'll show you. I'm going to lose because I don't have the plate. But then you do this. Okay? Break blue, get green plate. You hit your buff. Oops. Pyro gems on the top row. And then you're going to break 7 blue, which refills the blues. And with that plate, it refills the green move. And then you hit your buff again, so now you're double buffed. Then you put your pyros on the bottom, and then you'd hit your move to change those all that you refilled with the plate, right? So that's a cascade risk. That way she hits very, very hard. Though with the cascade risk. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Yeah, if she can't hit hard enough, then you take the risk. It is a lot of clicking though. Also, depending on what you have, Charlotte is really, really good with her gears, but she does need to. Oh, Telvin, I forgot. I'm so sorry. Yes, thank you. Yes, OTC. I'm so sorry, Telvin. Thank you for being patient. Also, uh, Roman. Which one? How do I look at it? Holy balls! Is that a lot of Romans? Wow. All right. I didn't realize we had that many Romans. You know, for how many Romans we we don't have that many OP ones, to be honest. Let's see. 6x6. We want this one, right? I think for the multiplies. We don't want that for sure. Bleed. Chance to then deal. This is increase your blue MP. Increase your purple gem damage. 6 MP. Purple's right there. It has been a minute. Yeah, a lot of sus too. I mean, I think I probably with the middle lane. Ah, congrats, Gumsy. That's awesome. I'm doing all right. How are you, Gumsy? I don't know, maybe. Oh, gotcha, Gumsy. Well, looks like we're gonna do it this way, probably, Kelvin. I used Lyra, but also I didn't bother doing the other ones, like because I can't get to the last milestone and it's not worth it. So you're talking about the Extreme Rules tour. I can't get to the last milestone, so there's no reason to do the tours once I got to the second to last milestone. You said middle lane, right, Telvin? No, I'm not doing the $200 poll. Heck no. No way. I like my money. Yeah, so Gunther with the middle lane is 2, your turn is 3, middle lane's 4. That gets you filled up. Probably Sherry. You have Sherry, I'm assuming. Yes? Question mark, Telvin. Sherry, you're gonna want Brett. Zombie Brett for the purples and the multiplies. And then I mean, you can use Leo or another zombie. Do you have Leo? If not, that's fine. Oh, get out of here, Gumsy. No Leo? Okay. Another zombie's fine. Doesn't matter which one. Any zombie will work. What? What do you mean, bronze boss raw? I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I've completed all my spring outbreak tasks. Yeah, I'm not. I was looking on my account. I'm not sure what LC's talking about. I'm trying to figure that out. I use normal mode like for everything because it's the easiest. So I just clicked it and oh yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Okay, I remember. I just let it auto while I was in the shower because it's a survival tour. I just use somebody with a high charge moveset that's raw and has health, and then just auto it on normal. Yeah, that I didn't actually play it. I let the game play it while I was showering. This has the moment. Is that a problem, Telvin? If so, I'll take Sherry off. And if you don't have the moment, let me know. I'll take Sherry and some purple gem damage off to make up for it. You have the moment? Then I won't worry about it. 100% strap, okay? Yeah. I would, so in general, I think I probably would just run him this way most of the time. I mean, you're going to get the bleed, which is sort of superfluous. Doesn't really matter, you know? And this, it doesn't matter where you put this. It can go anywhere because you're just going to overwrite it all. And if you wanted 50% more damage, you could use Bubba's Specs for 50% more gem damage, but I mean, I think that was 174 million. If I'm not mistaken. That's what that looked like. So yeah, that's how I would run OTC. I'm pretty sure. And if you don't have a middle lane, Telvin, then you just take off Gunther for Woods and don't lose very much damage, right? So it's not like it matters at this point. I would guess I would just run him this way. It's pretty easy and fast and obviously hits, well, you know, hard. Okay. What's next? Tiffany uses... Wonder how Merrick's would run Yeet. Multi in blue finishers. Can you two-click him, One True? I have not messed around with him, so... Yeah, okay. So... thank you for the follow. Whoever that was, following my channel, which is weird. This way you would run him... with the blue and with Brawn Breaker. Here, and then, doesn't matter because you're destroying random gems, so any zombie is fine. And then Santa, right? And then we'll lose the Super Santa because it's ridiculous. And two-click, I'm sure, is more than enough based on what that other one did. And for plates, I would probably just use something that had, so you can choose where you put it. Black gems are going to be his primary. So I would probably use like Tiara and then a Jade plate for 100% green. But I mean, yeah, 2 clicks for 80. That's definitely faster. I wonder how Merrick's would run Yeet. Oh, I ran Yeet a little bit ago. With the gear. But 2-click blues. 2-click blues, Eagles. So yeah, that definitely is faster. It's 1 less move. But something like that, yeah, and then Santa, yeah. It'll be more than enough with the multiply buff, too. Roman's got a lot of stuff he can do, for sure. I don't have him yet. Not likely to anytime soon. Tiffy time, so... Yes, you can. Because you have 6. Good shout. HBK is really fast. I like him a lot. I do like him a lot. He do be right, though, about putting this over the purples with the buff. So any of the purples is going to be silly with the buff. Yeah, 10 million for a purple. That's going to get it done. $136 there. Yeah, that's cool. Gunther's really good. I don't know who you're... Oh, geez, Smokey. How could you? No, Derek. There's no chance in HE hockey sticks. How much armory coins do you have, though? Right now. We went blues. I don't know who your showboats are, but, Gunther's very good. For sure. Very good for sure. I can't, so, I don't know who's on your roster, right? There's showboats I like more, slightly. But, so Derek, there is like 8 days left. There's no way you're gonna get to 300,000 currency. Yeah. Rex Regum, you don't need him. Yeah, then slow your roll. I don't think you need to rush him. Whenever you feel like it's fine then. He's good. He's fun. If you're a Gunther Mark, you can absolutely use him. He's very good. You have some nice stuff. He's really, really good. Yeah, you're not going to get there. Chris loves him. Chris has a ton of good people. And Chris loves him. So you can absolutely, he's, you know, top 5 showboat probably. Who we got showboats? We got Tuso, Sammy, Rex, Vader. Vader's super good still. Seth Freakin around. Oh, who asked about Seth Freakin? Are you still here? I forgot Seth Freakin. Who asked about Seth Freakin? My bad. Smokey, why didn't you say something again? I saw a squirrel, and now I just remembered. Yep. How many people think I ignore them? You think? But I just forget. I'll be talking about something mid-sentence and forget. Because I just would have forgotten again. I mean, you ain't wrong. You got a hundo for him? And you said... Yeah, Yeet. Yeet on Gunther hits very hard. If you got a spare Yeet just laying around collecting dust. You said you had the Bulldog Bracer, which you want, and then you said you had Sheriff's Badge. How many Yeets do you have now? Like 7? I kind of hate you a little bit. I think it's like 7. Or did you take 8? I don't know. You got a lot. Too many. This guy. And Brace Division Seth is very good for feud, yes. He's got lots of good moments. He's good if you have the moments and stuff, he's good any feud. It's slightly clicky, but still really good. There it is. What is this? Ugh. Subs? Gross. It's disgusting. Alright, Smokey. You're gonna want to go this kind of way. Red and red. Red. And reinforce. Something like this. Although, just random question, Smokey. Do you have Naya? 13 Piper plates? You need 14 so you can rotate Piper plates for 2 weeks. Do you have Naya? If you have Naya, I would use Naya instead of Bailey. Oh, you want to know his top lane build? That's completely different then. I would top lane just run I'd probably just do the double red and 45%, but if you have his moment, he's gonna hit harder too. You have his moment. Not that you need it. And then with the boost from the top lane, it'll add a lot. But that's about 71. That's about right. 70 mil. It's probably about right. Triple red these days, yeah. You'd be better with the Red Royal Rumble if you ever get one of those. But 70, that's pretty standard for him. But that's the setup I'd run. Top lane, then you could get away. You're going to have 100% gem of the head of the Seance. And so Hulkamaniac plate won't do anything on turn 1. So I don't like it. Because if you don't win turn 1, it's kind of a huge waste of a Seance. So it won't do anything for you. You're much better off with the Bulldog Bracer. But as for the Seance, I'll use a Red Royal Rumble. No reason to use the Seance over it because we're breaking enough gems. Both do the same thing, essentially. So Red Royal Rumble, we're breaking enough gems. That's obviously the plate if you have it. Hogan plate would be like for boss or something like that. Then you could use it. Yeah, this is the same equivalent if you don't have a Red Royal Rumble, but you do have the original Seance. This would be the same sort of thing. So it's the same. Just this is easier to get by far now since you can't get the Seance. This is like Temu Seance in the sense that you gotta break a bunch of gems or break a bunch more gems, but on Seth it's the same thing. You can see 84 million. It's definitely his best when you get it. But yeah. Seth's pretty good. Seth's pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. But yeah. Yep. Yep. So that's pretty good, Showboat. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 5? Where the heck did the time go? We've been playing busy. Oh, Vader's really good. Hall of Fame Vader's good with the black Royal Rumble. Not really. I mean, we talked about it a little bit. I wouldn't mind talking about it a little more here at the end, to be honest. Let me just go over there. I mean, 5 p.m. for me, Smokey. Let's see. Let me turn this on. East Coast is the best coast? Whatever. Whatever. So who saw this? The Showdown changes? Have you guys noticed the stuff they have already adjusted? The matchmaking revamp, notoriety reset adjustments, player-friendly safe notoriety leagues. Players in lower division do not lose notoriety when they lose battles. 27 years, born and raised, IK. Midwest. So what's new? Teams with a talent difference. Ah. So is it talent difference within your team or who you're attacking? You get a debuff. Don't know which. That seems slightly unclear. It could be within your team. It could be who you're attacking. I hope it's who you're attacking. That's interesting. You can't see what? We went blues? Oh my gosh, Smokey. New Showdown buffs and debuffs are designed to foster adaptability. That's a hard word to say. Oh, nice, Telvin. Players loadout looks okay-ish over there. This is interesting. Loadout showcase. You can see what the top players are using. I think that's interesting for non-top players, potentially. You can't see their... Oh, it doesn't show their notoriety in here? That's a problem. Unless it's on a different screen. Oh, no. Yeah, it is right here. Player name. Right here. Noto's right there. It's just hiding. Yeah, I like playing it too. I don't know how it's going to be. So I'm kind of waiting to... Oh, not the previous one. Okay, see how it is. Hot tag sounds neat. I do like that. Faster tags potentially is going to be super annoying when I'm on offense. Although I'm winning turn 1 right now, so maybe not. That's kind of interesting. The hot tag actually sounds cool. That could be fun. Although the first superstar with hot tag will be released in April. So if they make hot tag ability, like, sounds like it's just going to be paywalled, get the new stuff. So not as crazy about that. But maybe long term it'll be fun. And then what bugs did we fix? Anything interesting? Not really. Nothing super interesting. There. Hall of Fame demolition. Awesome. Next month's got to be Mania, right? I don't know. That's a good question, Chris. Hopefully the revamp and all the new posters, potentially. I don't know. The hot tag sounds the most interesting to me, potentially on the surface. Basically, long story short, I like strategy in Showdown and in the game in general. I don't like it taking significantly longer to do the same thing I already am, though. So there needs to be a balance between how long something takes versus how the rewards are. Like, so Feud, my opinion is Feud and Boss, the rewards are pretty garbo anyway, to be honest. In general. So if it takes longer to get the same garbage rewards, I don't like it. So if they... I like things being strategic, though. But I don't want things to be harder just to be harder, if that makes sense. So we'll see how it gets... For me, everything comes down to how they implement it. You don't count. Also, I wouldn't want to. I don't think I. That's too much feud to play, dude. For me. I think the Showdown stuff, I'm tentatively. My interest is peaked. Let's put it that way. Yeah, prize walls. Prize walls. See, here's the deal in general, right? I mean, in general, like when when there's a good prize wall, when you guys have currency where you can make some choices, those prize walls are fun. Do you like the poster on the Showdown leaderboard change? No, I didn't like it at all, because there was a big splash, and the splash was the Kraken you heard diving into the ocean. It didn't really affect any place other than the top like 5, so it's not that big of a deal for that. But honestly, I don't usually play the weekend Showdown to notoriety, so truthfully it didn't really affect me too much, one way or the other. Usually on the weekend I just try and get my 700k, and it's not super worth it, you know? I can see why you liked it, sort of. I get that. I thought about it, Big Show, and I was kind of like calculating, and I was like, you know, I didn't buy any energy, right? I finished like I think like 22nd or something without buying any energy. And I was like looking at it and looking at it and waiting and waiting and waiting, and then I was like, man, with where those guys are, I don't want to spend that much and then get into a bidding war potentially at the end. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna not spend. And I spent it this week, not near that. But I spent some this week. So I'm gonna get the moment, and the polls have been going really well for me. So I'm happy with the choice I made. I think. Yeah, I am. Not I think I am. Who asked about Tiffany, and they said that she's not good. Tiffany can be good. She has to be set up perfectly. It amused you quite a bit. I could see that. Oh, that's the wrong button. I definitely was watching with interest. So Tiffany can be pretty good. I only have one of her moments. Oh, I like talking about Tiffany. This moment doesn't do a lot for her, as I recall. 50% less damage. I think that's all it does. 100% move damage. It does a little bit. So Tiffany can do well set up a very specific way. You want a move damage strap, and you want the Tiffy plate. You can use a purple metal, or you can use a blue metal. One gives you more damage overall, one gives you more damage on the finisher. I also hate energy being a thing. For Tiffy. If you run her, no blog today. Nope, they don't give me blogs. Ever, really. So if you set Tiffany up specifically like this, with a takedown strap and move damage, but then use her plate, she gets okay. Can't wait for energy and feud. Yeah, me too. She then becomes actually pretty okay. And mine could do a little bit better, actually. Also, with the new moments, to be honest, if you had all of her moments, that's a lot of gem defense. It's like 150. And then if you have the new metals, that's a significant amount. Tiffany actually isn't bad. She's just in the most loaded lady class. I have one gear too. This other gear would be nice. But I do have one gear, which is adding a little bit, but not much. So she starts out at 76 million health. Showboat, it's a lot. You also can't lose to anyone with multiply gems. And this is where it ends up. Oh, let's put it here. Get one extra gem that won't matter. So it's about 68 million damage total. That way for Tiffy. So I wouldn't say she's bad. She just has to be set up a very specific way. And have a really high-end plate to do that 68 mil. I did a video recently on her that broke it down pretty well, I think. But your mileage will vary if you have Gooker or not. Your substats will matter. Cody isn't needed, actually. Arguably, you could do just as well or better with, like, there, or blue finisher. This is the same as blue finisher. 50%. You could do this as well. It's just a lot of moves. But I do like my Tiffy time. Not quite as good a result. Similar-ish. You're definitely better off with the purple move damage than on the finisher. But yeah, she's not bad. She's not indie, that's for sure. She is not indie. Or Lyra. Lyra hits for 124 mil for me. With the way I have her set up. She'd do better with a Yeet JD drip. But I just use a Tiffy plate on her because it's enough. My indie, I don't even bother maxing her levels because why? She's just silly. Silly. She hits harder in feud. Why not? Let's just do this. It's just, why not? Let's... Oh yeah, a lot of really good defensive acros. Worst part about indie is you have to put these down. Well, I'll see it. I want to see it in the game. So Indie's like 140 there. With 2 moves. So Lyra, let me show you real quick, Jack. So Tiffy plate adds 250%. Yeet is going to add more. Okay? Same principle applies, but you'd hit harder with a Yeet. So Devil's Drip and Tiffy plate, you put the Yeet plate here, you're going to hit even harder. I do have 150% strap, but same principle applies. This is the moveset that you want to run. Snapmare. Oh, okay, Slim. I'll have to check it out. Spinning heel kick and frog splash, right? And in feud, you need Santa as well. And then you want to use Gunther for the blue multiplies. So you're getting buffed multiplies, which is the ticket. So you actually hit harder than I can hit if you use the Yeet. But same principle. So this obviously procs the Yeet plate and the Tiffany plate, either or. And gets the multiplies out. Then you get your buff. And you can see every one of these blue gems is 10 million, right? And we have, what is it, 7 of them? So it's like 70 million alone right there. Plus her other damage. That was 148 million with that setup. So yeah, you're going to hit even harder than that. But I do have a 150. You want her stars filled and her levels maxed, but yeah, that's the way to run that combo, is that moveset, those movesets. Do you anything else you need to see again? Snapmare, spinning heel kick, frog splash. If you have a middle lane, you take Santa off and add Devon so you chuck more blue gems. Like so. You took screenshot? Okay, perfect. Yeah. It just depends what you have more extra of, Eid or Tiffany plate. Either's enough, right? Either's plenty. That was against the Showboat, though. I usually do like 125 million with that. Slim, let me look at... Oh my gosh, game. Ooh, it's 1,000 cash day. Nice. I apparently haven't downloaded the update yet. What's up, Arg? It looks like Professor is live now. So we should probably raid him so you guys can go win your free stuff, potentially. Raid Professor G Gaming. I had a lot of fun today, guys. I hope you did too. We tried a lot of stuff, ran a lot of stuff, talked about a lot of stuff. Yeah, for sure, Jack. It's very good. Yeah, no problem. I will try and stream tomorrow on my channel. Oh, thanks, Lion. Appreciate it, dude. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'll try and stream on my channel tomorrow. I don't think I have anything going on, so hopefully nothing in the game makes me really sad. Yeah, Arg. I do every Tuesday on this one. And then my channel I usually stream a lot. The R-rated stream. No problem, Copperhead. Thanks, Wet Knife. I appreciate you guys very, very much. I enjoyed today's stream a lot. I like it when people have a lot of questions and I get to test a lot of stuff, try a lot of stuff. And I'm always happy to show you guys what they'll run like on your roster with what you have. And keep in mind, too, I often say I don't think somebody's good or they're slow or something. That's relative to my roster and what I have. There are plenty of times, and Derek made the great point today about Liv, where if you don't have the fast people, then that hit hard enough, then you have to either take chance or take more time, right? So do keep that in mind too with everything I say. There are a lot of characters, superstars that are really, really good, that don't need a lot and things like that. So, but I'm always happy to test stuff out with what you have. So